Part 2, The Breaking Point. The silence in the living room grew oppressive, the shadows cast by the flickering candlelight dancing around them, mirroring the turmoil within. Alexander sat across from Catherine, his heart racing with an unsettling mix of dread and confusion. He could see the pain etched on her face, and it twisted his stomach into knots. He longed to reach out, to ask what was wrong, but the words caught in his throat. What if he was wrong? What if the distance between them was just a result of his relentless ambition? Catherine's thoughts raced as she met Alexander's gaze. She thought back to the whirlwind romance she had shared with David, the carefree adventures, the laughter, the way he made her feel seen and appreciated. But she also remembered the vows she had exchanged with Alexander, the life they had built together, rich with memories and milestones. Torn between her desires and her duty, she was slowly losing herself in the chaos of her emotions. "Alex, we need to talk," Catherine finally ventured, her voice trembling. The words hung in the air like a death sentence, heavy with implications. Alexander's heart sank. He felt the tension in the room shift, like a storm approaching on the horizon. "What's wrong, Catherine? Are you okay?" he asked, trying to mask his anxiety. "I haven't been honest with you," she whispered, her voice barely above a murmur. "I feel like I'm suffocating in this life we built. I don't know if I can continue living like this." The fear that had been lurking in the back of Alexander's mind began to solidify into a harsh reality. "What are you saying? Is it about work? I promise I'll try to be around more." "It's not just work, Alex," she interrupted, a tear escaping down her cheek. "It's deeper than that. I've been seeing someone else." The words hit Alexander like a punch to the gut. Time seemed to freeze as he processed what she had just said. "Someone else?" he echoed, his voice barely audible. "Catherine, please. I didn't want to hurt you." "It just happened," she confessed, her heart pounding. "David makes me feel alive. He listens to me. He cares for me in ways I haven't felt in years." The betrayal cut deep, and Alexander felt a rush of anger mixed with profound sadness. How had he let this happen? How had he been so blind? In his pursuit of wealth and success, he had lost sight of the most important person in his life. "Did you ever love me?" he asked, his voice trembling with emotion. "Of course I did. I still do. But it's not the same anymore," she implored, desperate for him to understand. "I feel lost, and I thought you could fill that void, but you're never here. You've built this empire, and I'm just here alone." Alexander stood up suddenly, the chair scraping against the floor, as if it were an earthquake shaking the very foundation of their relationship. "So this is it? You're choosing him over everything we've built together?" Catherine looked away, unable to meet his gaze. "I'm not choosing him. I'm choosing myself. I need to figure out who I am outside of this marriage." A suffocating silence enveloped them once more as Alexander struggled to contain his emotions. The realization that their love story was spiraling into a nightmare gripped at his heart. He felt a mixture of anger, betrayal, and overwhelming sorrow as he searched for the right words. But all he could come up with was a painful understanding that everything had changed. Maybe we need time apart," he finally said, a quiet resignation in his tone. There was a hint of finality in his voice, and he knew deep down that this moment marked the beginning of an irreversible shift in their lives. Catherine's heart sank. She had never wanted it to come to this. "Alex, I didn't want to hurt you. I'm so sorry." Alexander took a deep breath, the bitterness of her apology swirling in his chest. "I need some time to process this," he replied evenly, turning away from her. The shadows around them seemed to solidify, cloaking their love in a darkness that felt all too permanent. As Catherine watched her husband walk away, tears streamed silently down her cheeks. The life she had once cherished was crumbling before her eyes, and she knew there was no way to piece it back together. Not now. Their love, once vibrant and alive, was now merely a ghost haunting the halls of their home, a reminder of everything lost. As the door clicked shut behind him, both felt the sting of regret and the weight of choices made. They were two lives diverging on a painful path, both searching for answers amidst the ruins of their dreams. To be continued,